I used to hate my own company, now I love my own company. At home, like my dad actually thought I was gay.
So she is known, she's just not known to us as your partner.
Yeah.
So what is off the table?
Just...
It's Yolz and welcome back to another episode of Between Takes.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this is a second take
Retake.
of yes. In fact, you are part of the intro, so everyone has already seen.
I'm the big guy giving a hug when Yolz walks in.
Okay, don't tell that to my husband. But honestly, it is a pleasure to have this conversation twice more. If you don't know Thato Rampedi, I don't know where you have been. He is the king of YouTube reality show.
Wow, yeah, nice.
He does the things, and I always feel like, you know, connecting with him makes me feel really old because
serious?
yeah, because he's so connected to the 2Ks, and I think I mentioned
okay, yes, for sure.
He's so like you're there, like
yeah,
you're
I know the 2003s, 4s, 2s, like the 17-year-old YouTubers up until the 30-something, 40-something-year-old YouTubers.
Oh, I'm only 31.
Yeah, I'm not you. It's older.
It's the way you said it. It just, you know, it didn't land as well because, you know, in 10 years time I'm in my 40s and that's scary.
I'm also almost in my 30s.
How far?
Like 5 years. I'm 25.
Wow.
26 in March.
You're
So
basically like a 2K.
97.
Yeah. My sister's 98. She's a 2K.
I'll
to
take
me,
it.
right?
I'll take it.
Because you're actually in the perfect middle. Tina Banyes Batala to be doing things like
Screw, gang, brah.
he's already lost me there. Let's get straight into it. I
sure.
don't know much about your upbringing. Funny story, my husband said yesterday, everyone who's been on the show is either from Limpopo or Mpumalanga.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, but Thato's from the other Thato, Immaculate. She's from the Val.
Yeah.
But isn't it weird that 4 out of 5 of my guests
I'm from Limpopo.
in Mpumalanga?
That means you gravitate towards people that have a similar story to you.
That's exactly what he said. And then I saw another post on Instagram saying the reason you admire certain people is because you're seeing what already exists inside of you in them.
Damn,
so if you aspire to be someone that is like a role model or public figure, it's interesting because that's already inside of you. Yup. Like,
it's so profound.
So dude, you've got something inside of you that I need. That's literally the reason you are sat right here next to me, because someone out there is going to resonate to your story, and they might be from Limpopo. The only person who's technically not from Limpopo that's from Mpumalanga is between Epushpakridge, Nicolette.
Okay.
Crazy.
Wild.
Because that's
And
like
she is a big inspiration of mine.
So we can call her from Limpopo too, right?
Yeah, she's basically from Limps, Nicolette.
Hey, so let's go straight into that beginning, young Thato, before moving to the big city things. Who were you? Were you as confident as you are today?
Yeah. So like what you guys see now, like what you've been seeing the past couple of years, it's not like how I was growing up. Growing up, I was quite like shy. I had a lot of social anxiety, very quiet, and I always used to hang around like girls in primary school. So I never used to chill with guys because the guys would end up bullying me. So highly bullied throughout primary school and high school.
High school?
Yeah, and high school, yeah.
Oh,
high school was a very like white experience. So it was crazy because in Limpopo it was a very black experience.
Yeah.
And like some Afrikaans people here and there. Then I moved to Johannesburg, then it's like very white, only a black guy in my class for like 3 years. And it's like I'm being bullied for being black. Like they'd call me things like being an abed, which is like equivalent to like the K word. It's like
no.
Yeah.
There's an alternative to the K.
There's alternatives. It depends on the area that you're in. Yeah. And then just obviously I've always been a big guy, so being bullied about being big. My school was very like sports dominated. Obviously like if you're not good at sports, you're like weird.
Did you do any sports?
Yeah, so I played rugby because I was a big guy, and I played basketball as well. And then I was more into music, so I did house music in high school, played the piano, played the marimba. I was in the choir, I became head of music, so I was very music centric.
But not the jock.
Not the jock, nah.
So you were the teddy, because big guys are, as in the girls, we see them as like, they're either the jock, oh yeah, he's cool, he's sexy,
he's
or
the
the
guy.
friend, he's like, nah, he's teddy, he's very mushy, like
I was the teddy.
Oh,
the girls in high school used to call me teddy bear, because I was like big.
I did not mean it like that at all, but do you understand why?
I understand, because they're like, oh, you're so nice and you're so easy to speak to, because I was never trying to like be this cool macho guy. I was just like, what's up guys, like, what are we doing? So I think girls like that, like I was real.
And at home, what did your dad think of that?
Yeah, at home, like my dad actually thought I was gay, like in high school. And he always used to be like, hey, what do you think about this girl? And I'd be like, what? You're my dad. What do you think about your wife? So you get me? So he always like try test and see like, is my son straight? Is my son gay? And then I found out like a couple years ago that like they thought that I was gay.
Legit.
Because I wasn't speaking about girls, I wasn't bringing girls home. But they were literally anti-girls throughout primary school. Like in primary school, I wanted to go on dates and stuff.
Yeah.
And they were like, why are you going on dates? Like focus on school.
They
so obviously,
it was boys.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry. They were stopping
They were
you
like, yay!
from becoming what they thought
Nah.
you really were. Hectic.
Yeah.
And you also a firstborn, right?
Yeah, I'm a firstborn, so I was born 97. And then now I'm shaking my age by throwing gang signs.
But you see, that's why the 2K comes out.
There's a 2K in me. 97, 12th of March. I don't believe in star signs, but I'm a Pisces. Because most people.
Say literally, I'm like, don't believe.
I don't
it.
believe.
According to them, I'm a Libra.
I'm a Pisces, yeah, Libra. Yeah, I've got a brother, he's an economist, he's 23.
He's got a channel.
Got a
He's
channel
dope.
too, yeah.
He's a 2K.
No, 99.
No.
He's a 2K.
He's literally entered. When is 99?
April.
Ah, he's so cool though.
Yeah, he's really cool. He's funny as hell. Like I wish I was him sometimes.
You see?
I'd have so much more money if I was him. Like
The
with my
2Ks,
business.
they are those
They're on top
people.
of it. And then my sister's in first year doing. She just completed her first year of engineering, so congratulations.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, but you've just put up their accolades. You, on the other hand, are actually very well educated.
Yeah.
I don't want no one reintroducing you. Tell us about your university journey, because you actually are very serious when it comes to the scholastic side of things.
Yeah, so in high school I was really good at maths and science. So if you're good at maths and science, your parents will say, go be a doctor or an engineer. So I was meant to apply for mechanical engineering, but I applied for computer by mistake.
Mistake?
I think I pressed the wrong thing. Then I got into computer. Then when I tried to change, they were like, nah, it's too late. So I did 6 months, then I changed to mechanical. I was happy, and then mechanical dribbled me. Like I failed so many modules, and then from there, changed to industrial and systems engineering.
Which year?
Later, like in my third year. In my fourth.
Why? Why did you wait so long?
Because I was failing a major, which was a part of mechanical engineering. And the major was so silly towards everything else, but it was like drawing. So I did my drawing module 3 times, passed it on my 3rd time. And because of that, it was holding my degree back with mechanical engineering. Also, I just hated the degree. And then industrial and systems was so close to business, and I really liked business, I really liked systems, I really liked accounting and like structure and systems. So it made more sense to stay within engineering so we can become this engineer, to just move to industrial and systems. And I passed that nicely.
Nice. Within your like specified time, or?
No, so I was doing the 5-year program, which is the Engage program. So engineering is 4 years. I did the Engage program because in my first year of the 4-year program, they said the chances of you finishing on time is like 20%. So I was like, I know maths, I know stats, let me just go to the Engage program. And then from there, because of the difficulties, I added a year. So I was in school for 6 years.
Did you feel left behind in any way?
Nah, we were all failing in engineering. So yeah, we were all. It's like, oh, you're doing MGC again too? It's like, yeah, I was like, oh, good luck.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then wasn't that the time where mentally you also went through?
Yeah, so I went through a lot because of school. So like, because of all these changes and not knowing what I want to do, what I want to be, what's my life purpose, school took like a very big toll on me, and it made me like just question life and question what I'm doing. So I just feel like, yo, do I want to do this? Like there's so much pressure from home because my dad's from Harvard, my mom's this lawyer, everyone's so educated. And it's like, do I want to now like disappoint them and not become this engineer? So I felt like if I didn't pass, it was the end of the world. You get me? Because it's like, if you don't pass, all I have is a matric. And that was like, at home, like you have to have something.
I completely get Limpopo?
Yeah, I know. You
I
get
think
me?
actually anyone born from like a black family that has some sort of education. My mom has her bachelor's degree, so there's no excuse. And she got it when? In the 90s.
During apartheid. And so it's like, you're there, you're living soft, you're complaining. So I was like,
you've got food on the table every day, you've gone to a good high school.
Yeah, I paid for your rent, I give you an allowance.
What's the excuse?
So yeah, I had bad thoughts, and then I was actually like addicted to some, I think it's called Concerta.
What's that?
It's like Ritalin, you know what Ritalin is? So if you've got like ADD or ADHD, you can take pills to help with concentration.
Yes.
So I actually did really have bad concentration. So then I went to the doctor, and then he prescribed them to me. Yes, he was like, No, I was like, hey, these are my symptoms. I'm not feeling great. I can't focus. My degree is very tough on me. I struggle to focus in groups with people. I'm easily,
So he prescribed medication for ADD.
pretty much.
Okay.
For ADD or for ADHD.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I started taking that, and then I just started taking too much. Like I was taking like, you meant to take like a pill a day when you meant to start your day. Then I ended up taking like 2 pills a day, and then like there was a point where I was during exam season, I take like 1 in the morning, 1 lunch, 1 dinner, and then I was like, nah, I think I'm actually doing too much. And then eventually I stopped. Told my parents. My parents were like, yeah, stop that. I'm like, okay, cool. Stop that. It wasn't like a hard stop. I wasn't like, oh, give me those pills.
Yeah.
I was
Was
just
it
like
withdrawal? Like how did you withdraw from it?
the withdrawals. Stopping made me feel better, because when I was on it, I always had really bad shakes. My heart was always pounding. Like I was always focused on one thing. Like the pills help you focus. So if you focus on your phone, you're gonna be on your phone. If you focus on a girl, you're gonna be on a girl. If you focus on like an Xbox, you're gonna be focused on your Xbox. So I learned to not focus on school and focus on other things, which was bad.
What were you focused on?
Like gaming, just gaming.
No, not girls.
No, not girls.
Not boys either.
Nah, no girls, no boys. It's just my PlayStation.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. There was a podcast, I think your first episode of your podcast on your channel.
Oh yeah, seated, yeah.
And you touched on the fact that like males don't talk about mental issues.
Yeah.
And you also touched that you sort of expand on it later. And your suicidal thoughts. Why do you think it's important for you as a young man, a 2K, to talk about those conversations?
I'm not a 2K.
Yeah, but you're too cool for me. I feel too old,
Yeah.
But hopefully after this interview, I'll feel like
You feel like
I'll be throwing signs.
Papa. Sure. I don't make those sounds. I'm just imitating the 2Ks.
Yeah, how do you feel like when you actually filming that? Because there's content that I've, especially before coming back, that I would film and not put out there just because I felt like this is not for my audience.
Yeah, for me it's like when I was in that state, I felt like it was the end of the world, and there was no one telling me that it's not. So for me, it's like I want people to know that like when you get to that point, it's not the end. There is more. It's okay to fail, and with failure comes like success. So I feel like information is so held away from black people and from young black people that we don't know what to do in the future. We don't know how to feel. We don't know if what we're feeling is okay. So it's like if I've gone through this experience and I felt so like vulnerable and sad in that space of time, let me tell that person my dream so they can know that okay, it's okay to feel like that. That feeling is okay. Failing at school is okay, because you can fail, but as you're failing, you're learning.
Absolutely.
And eventually you'll get that degree, or you'll get that job or what you need. So yeah, I just speak about it because I know that I wish I had someone speaking about it, someone that I trusted.
That's amazing, especially because you have 2 young siblings looking up to you. So to even start those conversations in a time where they are fed information that is not as important as mental health. In fact, mental health is probably taking a toll on a lot of people because of information overload of everything else online,
For sure.
Your brother's coming up now, I think for me, when I see him, you have set the right tone for him to actually walk on a trail where the footsteps have been set. You know? He doesn't have to literally step on every single footsteps, but you've opened doors for him already just by being you. I don't know if that puts more pressure on you. But
no,
at
it's
the
nice
same
to
time,
hear. And like even him on his channel, he speaks about mental health quite a lot as well.
There you
which
go.
Which is really nice. He speaks about like his journey, his problems, and it's like, that's good.
Were you guys always close?
No. So like throughout primary, we always used to fight. High school, we hated each other. When I started university, like we were just there like, this guy. Like, I have to share a room with this guy. He's always here. Why is this guy always breathing in my direction? This guy doesn't clean. So in university, also I was there like, okay, cool. I'm in university and high school. Bye bye. Did my own thing. He came. I'm like, okay, cool. My brother's here now. Like we can, be best friends. And he was there like, nah, bro. I've got my own friends. I was like, damn. So I think I got angry about that. I was like, okay, cool. You know what? You do you. I'm gonna do me because you're the school guy. And then from there, he started YouTube. He started content creation. Started helping me, and then we just kind of like started connecting. Because I think he was always too scared of he was scared of bringing me into his space. And then now it's like, oh, Lebo's older brother is here. And then I'm like this YouTuber who's known, and it's like now the attention and the focus shifts. When I put him into my space, like, oh, Thato's cool brother's here. Like, he's gonna make us laugh, and then also the tension shifts.
Cool brother. The way little kids just have to define everything. It's cute, but it's also dope that there's a natural way that it actually happened. Yeah. You guys actually work together. Yeah. You live together still?
We live together too, yeah. It's just him and I in the house.
Damn. Yeah. So how does,
How's
How does it work when like girls around? Like
So the house is quite spacious. I've got my own room. He's got his own room. There's a guest room, and then
YouTube has you set, Mos.
no, not like that.
People think there's no money here. That time you're like, I live in a pretty spacious house.
No, the house is also like a blessing. It's a long story also, but
We're here for a long story.
yeah, for the long story.
Yeah.
No, so my parents moved to Limpopo. Right, and then that's the house we grew up in.
That is
So then
dope.
they said, okay, cool, you guys must just pay rent. So we pay rent, like we pay like X amount each.
But there's still a bit of grace there. 'Cause it's
No,
your
no, the rent, I feel like I'm paying for a 3-bedroom in Santon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then obviously the house is bigger than that, so it's like it makes sense to us. Yeah, so like I've got my space, I've got my studio, so I work there, and then he works in his room, so he's got a desk in his room because he works from home.
He's still full time.
Yeah, still full time.
Oh, snap.
He's a consultant.
That is pretty
Yeah,
dope.
he's a consultant, full time consultant.
So technically, you're still the cool brother.
Yeah, I'm the cool one. He's got a job and everything. Yeah.
Not that you're not cool if you've got a full time job.
But you're cool if you're a YouTuber.
represent. What's that?
No, I'm joking. Yeah, Skibidi Papa.
Yeah, I'll get there. I'll definitely get there.
So it's cool. Like he brings his girlfriend over pretty much like all the time, and I love her to bits. She's really cool. And then like my partner pulls through sometimes. And,
There's
like,
a partner?
yeah, I'm seeing someone. Yeah. So
Okay.
my partner pulls through. We're all cool. And when everyone's together, we cook together, and then like we like have dinner at the dinner table, and then like we'll like all like watch a movie together. And we're all together, so that's really nice.
That is so dope. Like, actually, I need to take notes because my brother's moving back.
Yeah.
To possibly moving back to. I shouldn't say this because if there's one thing about my siblings, they are offline. He's got his masters. Also,
I get you.
Leonard.
Yeah.
My sister's going to be doing her masters next year. A chemical engineer.
Damn, nice.
He's in artificial intelligence.
Whoa.
I know the pressure. And then I always say, I gave my mom a grandson.
Yeah, beautiful.
that's about it.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that.
When you're dealing with like people,
you
you know,
can't beat that.
my degree is just like, okay, metric. So I completely get you, but I definitely will be taking notes.
Yeah, it's
like,
nice, man.
Dinner table and sitting with family and establishing that culture. Because again, as Black people, we sort of grow out of the things we actually want. We go to school, we go to study, and we envision this family life and like this dream, but we don't really live it. Once we're in it, it's like work.
Yeah.
And it's like flow. My brother's here, are we working? Okay, cool. At the end of the day, he does his own thing, I do my own thing.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys are actually creating a culture, and I remember saying this when Fez was born, we're gonna have our own little culture together. Ain't none of that right now.
I think because life gets so busy, probably.
Sadly, quite sadly.
Yeah.
So your gal,
Yeah, a girl.
there's no pressure for her dating let me use these words very, very well.
A YouTuber.
An award-winning
Yes.
reality king,
Yeah.
very much loved
Yeah.
YouTuber.
Yeah. Slash digital entrepreneur.
Gong and Jay.
Yeah. There is. I think she's never expressed that pressure to me, but obviously I can see the pressure, but I've never put her in the public eye. She's never been on my.
Never, as in with a yet at the end, or never?
No, with the yet. Like you've never.
Okay, you heard it first.
You've never seen her as like my girlfriend, or like not just my girlfriend, but like as my partner.
Okay.
You get me? So I've never been like, hey, this is my partner.
So it's not Gamo.
That's not Kamo.
Yeah, because if you say she's never publicly there,
As my partner, yeah.
the confirmation, guys. I tried. This is for the nation. The question was for the nation.
This
It's
for
not
the guy.
Gamo.
Yeah.
How was your friendship there?
With Kamo?
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. She's my boy. She's like, we've known each other for 5 years.
She didn't do high school in.
She did in Pretoria. No, she did in Pretoria.
You know her.
Yeah, so, and I was, yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah. So we were
She
both
a
in the
dog?
Yeah.
So there's
G-dog.
no
There's no what?
possibilities there.
But
No,
come
of course
on.
you can't say this because your girlfriend might be watching.
Yeah, I've never
Your
go for my partner.
But I think there's a difference. You know when you say
There's no
partner?
difference, no?
No.
Yeah, my partner.
Actually, partner is an upgrade from girlfriend.
Nah? Yeah, no, I
Because
see her
partner is.
partner in crime, yeah.
Yeah, you don't say my ex-partner. There are people who say that, but that's after like 10 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She doesn't feel the pressure from social media knowing what the assumptions are around you and Gamo.
No.
Okay. How do you manage that?
She's very confident in who she
Hey, I want to meet this girl, Jay.
very
For you to
confident
know that
in who
she's
she
that
is.
confident. Who is she?
Huh?
She's not known. She's not in the public eye.
She everyone's know me. You know me, I know you. We know each other.
I love the way you been tiptoeing around
Everyone's
this.
known, yeah.
So she is known. She's just not known to us as your partner.
Yes. You could have seen all my content. You might have seen her here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hint. All those PIs, I know you out there.
Yeah, go
Do your
investigate.
thing.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Now, my question from a friend to a friend. You know, I'm a friend with a 2K now. Are you happy?
Yeah, Shem, I am. For the longest time, like this year, I wasn't happy. I think from the past month, I can say I've had a month of happiness. So like my last 30 days, 30 days of happiness. Like
That's deep. 30 days.
that's a lot, ne?
Yeah,
That's a lot of it.
like I can literally count with my hand.
Yeah, like I've changed, my whole mindset has changed. Like I wake up in the morning and I meditate. Like I think about like my day, my days to come, my month, my goals. I've changed my lifestyle. I don't do what I used to do as much anymore.
Which is what?
Like going out, grooving, bottle service. Who ordered the Azul? Okay, I've never bought a Zoo before, but that type of lifestyle. So that's all slowed down. I'm very much at peace with being alone. Like I always used to try to text someone like, yo, let's chill. Like now I can spend my nights like one man. Yeah, which is really nice. And that's just rare for me. Yeah.
You are so deep. So why did you make that change? Like the past 30 days, what made you decide, you know what, let me try solitude?
Yeah. So 2 months ago, I stopped alcohol for 30 days. And then within those 30 days, I was realizing that I was putting myself in spaces that I didn't need to be in. Just because I was like tipsy. Or like, you know, everyone was drinking. So like, for example, like the people that I call up when we're drinking, not to just have lunch or chill. So I was able to see all of those friendships and see them for what they are.
Sober-minded.
Yeah, sober-minded. And then I realized, okay, cool, I'm actually not getting any value here. That's slowing me down. These are my goals. But when I do this, I don't even think about work anymore. I go out. That day I'm going out, I'm too excited, work goes away. The next day, hangover, work goes away. The other day, I'm sluggish because I was drinking too much. So it's like, those 3 days opened my eyes. And now I'm just thinking long-term all the time. And like, for me, the person I'm seeing is quite far from where I stay. So I've had to learn to be alone, because it's like I'm not just trying to be chilling with like random girls or whatever. Like when I see someone, I like chilling with one person, like being with one person.
And if it's not her, he ain't chilling.
Yeah. So it takes time for me to get to a point where I can say I want to be exclusive with someone. Yeah.
And you're there.
Yeah, I'm there.
But it's so wonderful to know that you are someone who's really focused. I mean, coming back to like your story, high school, even after bullying and then varsity, making up your mind, was okay, now I'm going to change courses. And then now you creating space for someone, but not just that, you're creating space for you.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
And it takes long to get that. Like it took me 25 years to get that.
Yeah, but you couldn't have done it at like 18 when we think about it. And when we think about 25-year-olds today, not a lot of them are thinking like that.
That's true.
Yeah, especially making time for yourself, because at 25.
Should I do that now, hey? Yeah, I don't play.
Deep, man.
And it's so nice, yeah.
It is. You like your own company?
I used to hate my own company. Now I love my own company.
Oh wow! I actually thought the same thing when we were speaking earlier, that you'd actually be doing, that you've already done defining breakups, and I'm like, damn, you have to be really comfortable with who you are and own your truth.
Yeah, like I don't mind doing things like defining love, defining breakup, because it's like I know my story. You get me? I'd never go on a platform and lie, because it's like,
but
it's not
also
worth
there's
it.
nerves. There's the pressure from the public. There's also the I don't know what I don't know. How are you going to react to it?
I think people always react. Whether I can do something amazing and nice, and someone can be like, "Hey, that's bad." You get me? So I think I've just accepted that people will always react and find negative and positive. Like I saw the other day, someone was like, we have all these conspiracy theories about why Thato and Mo broke up, but then as if we didn't see how he was treating her during the relationship. And during the relationship, like to Mo, like I treated him more like an egg. You get me? And it's like people have all forgotten about that, but because of the whole, I think everyone's childhood traumas with exes, the man must always have done wrong, or someone has done wrong, and they can't accept the fact that in this instance, no one has done wrong. It's just two people that couldn't continue anymore because it didn't make sense.
That is so deep, because when I broke up with my now husband, I didn't actually think of that, because in the moment when you're breaking up, it's like whatever we're dealing with right now.
Yeah.
But to think that there may have been people thinking, oh, someone cheated or someone did someone wrong, when it was actually me going on a spiritual path and him crying, saying, well, I can't actually compete with God. I'd rather let you go now, you know. And in that time, we texted, and one of the things he said to me was, destiny is the bridge you build towards the one you love. And I'm not saying you all won't get
That's
back
beautiful,
together. But all of that beauty is taken away if people ruin it with assumptions.
Yeah.
Like that whole moment is just torn apart. So I'm sorry
Sucks.
for that.
But I mean, like we chose to have a public relationship, so I can't even be mad about that.
That's true. Okay, so now that you're a big reality star, tell me about the thought process that goes into content creating for you, because I always look at you as like different. You know, there's like YouTubers and content creators. Then there's like you who comes in as a producer and it's just like, this is a show.
Yeah.
Take me through that, because that fascinates me personally. I don't know if there are any other people interested in it, but it's one of the things that really, from a content creation perspective, because I love all the facets around it, it's not like, that's why I hate being called just, and I don't want to use the word hate, but being called an influencer, it just, like, for me, it just dampens everything that I try and do in my life outside of just influencing. So when I look at you, I don't see you as just a YouTuber. You're a creator, you're a producer, you're a director. You literally script and create. Tell me about that. Where did that come from?
So I think one thing with me that differentiates me from the rest is like the way I'm always looking to. So it's like a lot of people like in South Africa like aspire to other South Africans or like other people within the space. With me, I watch like the best content creators in like the world, and that's like my end goal. So like I watch the guys from the UK, from America, guys from Africa. I'm like, okay, cool. They're creating at this level. They've made it into a business and they've made it sustainable, and when I have got the exact same goals. So when I do like a show and it does well, I don't get comfortable and say, yeah, okay, cool, this is the show that I'm going to be doing. I'm like, okay, cool, this did well. How do we improve it, and how do we make something from this whole system into a new system? So I'm always thinking about like the next step. I'm always thinking about where we're going. I'm always thinking about how to improve something and just how to make myself different from the rest, because I feel like everyone's different from the rest. Yeah. But I'm more different than other people.
No, but it makes sense because
just,
we were talking earlier about like making these between takes episodes longer, and you were like, but the data.
Yeah,
so
but
you're
the data.
always interested in like what's behind this. What are the numbers saying?
Yeah, for sure. Also, like I'm a big believer in like community. Like growing up, I've always loved being around family, cousins, and friends, and then now it's like my community is it consists of other YouTubers. So like I'm always like, I think once or twice a week I invite YouTubers to my house.
You haven't
we
invited
chill.
me?
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. But also like the people that I invite now, content. Would you do a smash or pass?
Smash or pass with my husband there, yeah. Celebrity edition.
Celebrity edition.
That would be cool.
So like I've seen a lot of young YouTubers with a lot of like work ethic, a lot of talent, but then they just don't know how to make it sustainable. So I always bring them into my space and try to teach them and say, hey, listen, this is how we run a business. This is how I did it for the past 2 years or the past 3 years. And I believe in every single one of you guys. So let's all come together, build each other, and then we're gonna be so surprised what happens. And the crazy thing is, because of that now, like we all got a similar deal today. And it's like we're all making close to 6 figures in these deals because of how people have seen our brands together.
Bro, you need to repeat that. Hey, you said it so fast, like I don't really want people to know.
Yeah.
But y'all are making
we're
close
all
to 6 figures.
So some are getting 6 figures and some are getting very close to 6 figures because we've all just come up together. So brands say, okay, cool, this is a team. They're always collaborating, always working together. Oh, this person's similar to this person. So opportunities just become more for us, you know? Yeah.
I love that outlook of like beyond your scope. It also makes sense because you hang out with so many women. They say you once, no, as in when you were younger, girls, you know, they say you feed and older, even better and wiser, pay Latino, we like fine wine, you know? But it makes so much sense because they say feed a girl child and you feed a community. You educate a girl child, she's gonna come home, she's gonna tell her sister, she's gonna tell her mom. You know, we share, and it's very rare from a guy to do the same, because if a guy is educated at Kaya, he's literally gonna pack his bag and his suit, his new what do they call it, that case, everything, and in his new Bentley or new car, he's going to move to the city and live alone in a high-rise building with 1 or 2 or maybe multiple women, and it's him and his education and his come up. But in your case, you're coming up and you're saying, well, who else can I take with me? That is commendable, that is huge, and people don't think of it like that, but that's beyond content creation, which is why I wanted you on this show, because those are the things that happen between takes. So now coming to the money part, we spoke about 6 figures, a whole 6 figures. Are you used to these 6-figure deals?
Yes, yeah.
Hey, casually, yeah. But you see why I say you're 2K? Because they're very comfortable.
Yeah, I am like, yeah. I want people to know that, like, that if you work hard, you're business minded, you can be used to like 6-figure deals. Like for you, to be like, okay, cool, I got one, but then how do we get the next one? Like, okay, cool, how do we make the 6-figure into like 6 figures every month? Type
I love that.
Yeah. Not that I'm there, but
Not
I'm saying
yet,
it's the mindset you need to keep.
You get there. Look, the people you look up to are there.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
literally just said, like, the YouTubers we watch, the ones who pioneered the way for us outside of South Africa, they're coining 6 figures. They're all Kenyan YouTubers and Nigerian. Thato is one of them that I think is making 6 figures. It's just a...
Yeah, no, Thato's got, I think Thato got bad.
I think
Thato
it's
got
not real
bad.
bad.
Yeah, he got bad.
Thato, I know. And I think I failed, I don't know if I should use that word, in getting into the cycle of how I'm defined and who I am and who I'm perceived to be. So stay there. But that actually literally does that. It keeps you right there. Instead of broadening your horizon and seeing, well, how can I actually grow and then pull other people up with me?
For sure.
Now for the money part, how are you spending your money? You're making a lot of money, you know.
Not a lot. Money is relative.
It's relative. That's why I'm saying relative to, you know, all our South African peers who are doing this. You're making good coin.
Yeah.
How are you making sure that it's sustainable?
Yeah.
It's sustainable. One, it's investing back into your business, and also it's tangible. You know, I believe in real assets as intangible assets. How are you using your moolah?
Yeah, so I think my dad taught me quite a bit, like how to handle money.
A whole Harvard grad,
Yeah.
father. The pressure.
The pressure, I got worse and worse. So like, yeah, we plan for the year, we plan for each financial year. So okay, cool. The company has this amount of money, that's nice and everything, but that's money made in the previous financial year. We shouldn't be using the money to run this financial year. This financial year needs to be making more money. So we make money in a financial year, then we invest it into different things, personally and the company. And then we make a goal to have, like, we have goals like, okay, cool, this month I have to make this amount of money. Yeah, otherwise the system is not working. Make that money, pay the people I need to pay, invest what I need to invest.
Where are you investing? Me, I'm interested.
Yeah, I use a platform called, I don't know if I can say the platform.
Yeah,
They don't pay. I use Easy Equities.
Okay.
Because that was just the easiest thing for me to do. I also use, I bank with FNB, so FNB also has like ways.
Different savings.
Yeah, different savings things. And then my family comes from like taverns. Does that make sense? So like because of that, I know how taverns run and like the alcohol and product system. So like I invest quite a lot of that money into taverns, like in Limpopo and stuff. So like
that's a cash business.
It's a cash business. So I'll give them like I'll give them like 30,000 rand, and then like they'll buy stock, and then like in a week I can get back like 33,000 rand.
Stock. Hey.
Like Black Label or Heineken.
I agree.
Or whatever.
No. But yeah, that's the stock. What did you think I was saying?
I don't know. I was confused.
I know I'm trying to be 2K, but I meant like actual stock.
Yeah.
Cash business also makes money. That's 3K that you would have not made in the bank.
Would have been sitting, yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made it in a few weeks.
Yeah. So like I make an effort to go to these different like taverns, and then I say, hey, what you guys struggle with? And they'll say, listen, we struggle with cash flow, we struggle with systems, ordering, what. Then I'll be like, okay, cool. I can give you guys cash flow, but let's have this agreement, show me your books. Then I'll make an investment, get some money back. And then I've helped like 5 to like 10 with their whole ordering system and how they check their stock and all those things. Like that's my degree.
And that's extra cash for
That's
you.
extra cash, yeah. They didn't pay much, but that was just me like trying to teach them for letting me invest in them. Yeah.
And that's empowering someone else.
Yeah.
Are you thinking of investing in anything else in the long term?
Well, like property for sure. Definitely property. Yeah, my parents invest in property, so I'm gonna try.
Oh, nice. So they can actually show you the ropes.
Yeah, they've given me so many books to read about property, and I've read
So
quite a
much
bit.
in.
This is the type. It's like an action thing. So I've been saving, and I'm gonna pull a lot of my investments like next year June, and then buy like an apartment or something.
You understand we are heading towards a recession.
So yeah, I don't know that.
We actually already kind of within it. The US and the UK are already starting to feel it. However, keep that money, wait for June to come and see where it is. It's going to be a buyer's market, meaning that things are going to be cheaper for the buyer.
That's good.
It's a
Also, June is a good time to wait for them.
That's what I'm saying. Wait for June.
Yeah.
Wait for June next year. I mean, some people are waiting for March, but a lot of investors are just like, wow, let me just hold on a little bit because prices are going to go down in the property space because of desperation.
Okay.
It's always sad to say that, but it's an opportunity for other people.
Yeah,
you know?
unfortunately.
But it doesn't mean that your bond won't hit you. So if you're buying cash, buy cash, and also find a place that's not going to have rental volatility.
Okay.
Rental price. But call me, man.
I got you.
This is not me trying to educate you. I'm trying to be educated. Level 2K here. No, I'm busy here. No, but I really love the fact that you're really thinking long term. Your mind is honestly your biggest investment. Big sis to little bro. Keep doing what you're doing. A lot of us are super inspired by your journey, and the fact that you're sharing it, uncomfortable or comfortable, and you're doing it unapologetically.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of every episode, I want to know, what do you want to ask me?
How do I make more money?
Hey.
I need to speak to you. No shame. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the time, guys need to hear certain things now. So I've got this on my podcast, Seated with Baloyi, and at the end I always say, like, I say this is for the guys, like, it's Ask a Guy, and I tell them like some advice. So I think for you, if you could give us as gentlemen advice, especially guys who are my age or younger, what do you think we need to hear right now?
Jeez, I think in any relationship, and this is for guys and girls too, we always listen to respond and not listen to listen. And we women can talk and we can repeat ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, something that Sibu said in his reaction for the first episode of Defining was, we don't realize that when we're getting into a relationship with someone, we are getting into a relationship with their past and their traumas.
Yeah.
And when somebody tells you their deal breakers, somebody tells you their no-nos, their absolute no's, they're actually telling you things that they've either gone through or traumas they've already overcome. So listening to those things should be what kind of really gets you to making it better for that person. Because if you're not better for each other, what are you doing?
Yeah.
If you're not listening to the fact that I grew up in a household that was, you know, torn apart by alcohol, why are you coming in every Friday or every Thursday to Sunday lit? Exactly. You know, because it's coming from the trauma, but understand and then make up your mind, is this something I want to live with?
Yeah.
Because you can say no.
You can say no and leave, yeah.
Absolutely, don't waste each other's time.
That's profound.
Yeah, so that's my advice. Thank you so much for joining me. I absolutely enjoyed it. At the end of this episode, I can do a lot of things.
Skip it up, papa. Shoot.
Skip it up, papa. Oh, there's a shoe at the end.
I just make random sounds. I don't know what it is.
But it works.
This is sheesh, isn't it? Sheesh.
Oh, gee, that's all I can say. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, I would love to have you again on Influenced By, which is coming back. So the crazy part is, though, this is the last episode between takes, and we are wrapping up the year on a super high. I think we needed to end it with a male, a young person who's walking his talk, because very few, I don't mean little, but very few men actually back up what they have to say, and you do just that. So thank you so much for being an inspiration, not only to men, but also to a whole lot of women who are watching today. So yeah, if you did enjoy it, please let us know in the comment section which part you enjoyed the most. Go onto our socials, connect with us. It is Thato Rampedi here on YouTube. Please subscribe to both our channels. It's the same on all your platforms. Everywhere. Thato Rampedi. He's the cool dude, but also don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to follow this girl who's also going to be a 2K very soon, who's going to go and be
Skip it up, papa.
Skip it up, papa situations there. But yeah, we're going to end it right there. I love you guys so much, and I really hope that you've enjoyed all our Between Takes episodes. If you've missed anything, girl, go catch up. Honey, go catch up. Bro, go and catch up. It's gonna be worth your while. I love you guys so much. Bye.